Hey everyone, it's Mark Ferguson with Invest for More, and we're outside a rental property we bought a couple weeks ago, and we have some new ideas to change the floor plan around. So we even marked it all out in blue tape for you to see what our ideas are. This is a threeplex here, but the main part where we're looking at used to be a church. There's a church that owned it and sold it to us, and then there's an apartment here, an apartment upstairs, and it came with a house too. So I think it's a pretty good deal. We paid $515,000 for everything. Used a 1031 exchange to sell one of my rental properties, rental property number 7, and put it into this property. All right, of course, check out investformore.com for much more information, our flips, rentals, being an agent, all of that great stuff. Tons of free resources on there. And a free book too that kind of goes over how I got started and lots of other cool stuff, how to buy with little money down. But here's the property. So is the wide open church area now. And it used to be all an apartment building a long time ago. And we're not sure how long ago that was, but it's been a while. So before we get into the video, this property is in Milliken, Colorado, and I did a real quick search for the historical pictures in Milliken. It's a small town, and just a few showed up. But this picture showed up when I searched. I'm like, oh, that looks really familiar. Now, I don't know if it's the same building or not, but when you match it up to what our building looks like now, there's a lot of really similar features, and I wonder if that is this building. Now, of course, it'd be awesome if it was still brick and had the cool designs and everything, in the cool glass windows, but it's got the same door on the left. It's got the same windows upstairs, the same, distance between the windows. It looks really similar. So maybe it used to be an old Ford dealership. Who knows? But I thought that was really cool. And I think there are actually 6 electric meters on the side of the building. And we showed that in the video when I first bought it. So it used to have quite a few units here. So it shouldn't be an issue turning it into 1, if not 2, new units. Here's the bathroom here. So my plan is to try and fit 2 units in this property if we can. And I have all my blue tape laid out, which is somewhat accurate. And I made a little floor plan that goes over how it's going to look. And then curious what everybody else thinks. Okay, we'll start with the back unit first. That's the door. If you can imagine a door right there coming in, that's from like the back of the building. I'll show you here. There's parking right there. Not an amazing backyard at the moment, but maybe we can make that look nicer, but plenty of parking. You could come in right here. And then this would be your living area, which is huge. It's like 17 by 23. And then, of course, we would remove this stage thing so it would all be flat. And we'd leave the kitchen pretty much as it is. Maybe, Nikki and I, my project manager, were just talking about it. Maybe we L-shape it just a little bit right here so we can fit a fridge in, because I think the tenant would probably want a fridge if they're going to rent the space. So try and figure out that. Behind this wall is the other unit, and it's pretty cramped, so I don't know if we want to take any room from them or not, just because it's so cramped over there. This wall right here, or that blue tape, would be the end of this apartment and the start of the next one. So then we'd have a bedroom here, which is 12 by 12, really good size room, and a bedroom here, which is also 12 by 12. Well, actually, no, it'd be like 12 by 11 because I took space out for the closet. So like 12 by 11. They both have windows, so that's great. And then right in between them, we've got room for closets for each one. Closet for one bedroom, closet for another bedroom. Our doors would probably be right next to those closets right there. So that would be the first apartment, except we need a bathroom. This right here would be our bathroom going to that wall. It's about 6 by 9 or so plenty of room for a bathroom. Your door would open on either side, probably over here, coming into the living area. And that would be apartment number 1. So let me go back over here, and we're going to start from this door. So apartment, well, maybe that would be apartment number 2 because it's in back. This would be apartment number 1. So this one's a little trickier to visualize, but you walk in this door, and this wall right here would be gone. So it would not exist, and then kind of to that point right there, that second blue line, that wall would be gone. I think we should have no problem doing that. I don't think that's structural in any way. There might be some structural support on this wall. You can see that big beam running up there, so this wall running lengthwise might have some structural support, but we'll have it in place right there for the bathroom. So I'm hoping maybe we can, if there's enough, span for that beam, we can support it with that wall, but we might have to look into that a little bit. So this would be our kitchen right here. Leave room for the cold air return, so I don't think we want to move that a bunch. It'd be about 11 by 9 or 10 or so not bad space. You have your kitchen right there, and then you'd have your bathroom right here, which is already here. It's good size. It's like 8 by 9. So plenty of space here for your bathroom. We might update that vanity a little bit, but not do anything crazy. And then in here, you've got your furnace, water heaters for this unit and another unit too. So that's something else to consider. If we do make this 2 units, I'm guessing 1 furnace and 1 water heater supplies this whole side, this whole open space. So do we want to split those up? Do we just want to include heating? That'd be something to think about when you split up into multiple units, how you split up the heating, how you have tenants pay for it. So you have separate electric meters, but if they share the same furnace, that could get a little trickier, but they could, and then you have to figure out, make sure the electrical split up correctly. So it could be one where maybe we just charge more rent, and the landlord pays utilities. That could be an easy solution if things are tricky like that. So we come back here again, we walk in, there's your kitchen, and your living room will go to that back wall right there, and then this little tiny wall right here will be gone, and you'll have about 17 from that wall to this blue line by 16. So it looks really small with these walls and everything here, but it'll be pretty good size for an apartment living room. You got this big closet here too, that we could keep or get rid of to make it bigger. I think it's fine. We may, want to put another closet in over here somewhere for storage too. That's a pretty big living room for the other unit, so maybe we'll put a closet in somewhere around there too. Who knows? But back to this one, you'll have your living room, kitchen, and then these will be your bedrooms over here. So I didn't do my little closet in between them both like I did on the other one because I got lazy, but it'd have a closet somewhere, probably in between them, or we could have one along any of these walls. This bedroom already has windows, 2 windows in fact. Your living room doesn't have a window, but we could leave that door and have a nice bright front door. I don't know how we would do that, because when we close that room off, obviously, it's not going to be nearly as bright here. So we could add a window here. That's something to think about. And we'll have our doors kind of right there. And again, this door will go kind of to that wall. So a door right there. Again, these are pretty close to 12 by 12, 12 by 11. And your other bedroom for this unit would be right here. You can see the lines go across there. This little wall would be gone that's here. And of course, the issue with this one, there's no window for that bedroom. So we'd have to put in a window for that. So we might have to put in a couple windows, obviously build a lot of walls. It could be a little tricky because, hey, it's a pretty tall ceiling. That's probably 12 feet tall. And then we'd have to run electrical for light switches, make sure the lighting's correct, all of that, make sure there's enough heating vents for everything, for every room. So it would be a fair amount of work to do that. But if we're making it into even a single apartment, which we thought about doing too, it'd be a huge single apartment. You could easily have 3 bedrooms, maybe even 4 bedroom. I mean, you really could make this a 4-bedroom apartment, but you're still doing the same thing. You're still gonna have to build big walls, still gonna have to move the electrical around some. Maybe you could get away with not moving as much plumbing, but it'd still be a lot of work. So really the additional work of making 2 units as opposed to 1 is the kitchen and bathroom. You're going to have to move plumbing, move drain lines, and that can get a little bit pricey. So why would we do 2 instead of 1? Well, we kind of talked about in the first video, let's say even if we have a 4-bedroom, a 3 or 4-bedroom big apartment, we probably could rent that for $1,400 to $1,600 a month, I'm guessing. Maybe a little bit more, maybe. Now, if we had 2 nice 2-bedrooms like this, we could probably rent them each for $1,200 a month. So we can compare making $2,400 a month to making $1,400 or $1,600 a month. That's a big difference. So it obviously takes some more money up front, but in the long run, it's probably going to be worth it, because if we think about cap rates and different things, it's going to add a lot of value to the property. Now with cap rates, it's a multifamily property. If we're saying it's a 7% cap rate, which is actually very conservative, stuff is selling for more than that. The lower the cap rate, the more your property's worth. But let's say we have $1,500 a month times 12 is $18,000 a year. We divide that by 0.07, very conservatively, that adds $257,000 of value to have $1,500 a month in rent coming in from this property. But if we had $2,400 a month, we times that by 12, we get $28,800. Divide that by 0.07, we have $411,000 of value we added. So we added $155,000 or something in value by making it a 2-unit versus a 1-unit. It's definitely not going to cost us that much more to make it a 2-unit, and it might be easier to rent 2 smaller 2-bedrooms than it is to rent a really big 3 or 4-bedroom. I think a lot of people who want to rent a big 3 or 4-bedroom would rather have a house than, live in an old church or a building like this. So those are some things to think about. All right, one thing I want to do too real quick is look around outside and see what the outside looks like where we might have the windows. So if we look at this side right here, there's one window. Oof. See, this is a good thing I looked over here. That's kind of where I want my window to be, right in the middle of all that electrical. So we probably could move it over here and still be okay and have room for it, but that might be an issue right there. And you never know, right? When you tear into old buildings like this, I think it used to be brick and they stuccoed over it, what kind of shape it's going to be in. Like that looks like it might have been a window before. Who knows? But for the kind of value we can add, it would probably be worth it. Right here, right in the middle, that's kind of where our door would be. Looks like it may have had a door there before. It really, with the way it's cracking, who knows? It may have had one before. And so, there you go. All right, so that's the property. We'll kind of keep thinking about this. I don't know when we'll be able to do this because we have so many projects going on and so much manpower we need to add. But it has been good and bad that we have a lot of projects and a lot of things going on. It's nice we have so much happening and good deals, but it's tougher because, we don't have as many people as we'd like to fix them up. And the other cool thing is the skate park is right over there. I think I mentioned that before. Maybe I put a pop machine or some vending machines right here and give the skaters some much needed refreshment. All right, lots of things to think about. All right, thank you guys for watching the videos. Love all your support. Love it when you like our videos. Love it when you leave comments. Love ideas on our floor plan, what you think of it, if it's good, bad, stupid, whatever. Don't be afraid to tell us. And we'll be back with many more videos. If you're a new subscriber, awesome. Thank you for subscribing. If you haven't subscribed yet, we'd love it if you do that. It helps our channel out, and we can keep doing more and more cool projects and cool stuff like this, and hopefully at some point show you what the finished product looks like here in a little while. All right, take care. We'll be back with more soon.